We good? All right, all right.
Hello, hello.
We finna start off with the who are you?
Um, my name is Julian Rivera. Um, I go to Vista del Lago, and I feel like more than anything, like I find joy in like inspiring people, like helping
Mm.
people, making people feel like they could do anything. Cause if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
cause
yeah.
I show people like I always like to bring up like when I lost all that weight, like the comparison to me to now, like anybody could do it. Like it's just all mental more than anything,
Yeah, it
And
really is a mental thing.
like I feel like that's when the glory of God really shines through people. Like that he gives you that power. Like you always had it in you. You just gotta like you gotta put in the work.
What would you define fear as?
Fear as all right. I would define fear as something that you try to avoid throughout your life. Like something that you pre-anticipate with everything that you do, and you just don't want to. You just fear. You're scared. Something you're scared of. Like that's what I define fear as. I think that's the best way I could define it. When I was growing up, I feel like my biggest fear when I was growing up was most likely, not getting the energy reciprocated towards me, like, because I was a very energetic kid. I was growing up, and like, I would like get shut down and things of such, because like I was very energetic, especially by my elders, and I feel like that's where I got really emotional, because like there was a video like when my mom was pregnant with my sister, and like I try to always touch her belly and listen to hear my sister, and like she'd be like, "Get away from me, get away," and I'll start crying, like
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
like little stuff, like, and I was just like, damn, like just stuff like that, like probably.
How do you think that affected you growing up?
Um, I feel like it affected me in a way where I, it helped me develop a love language as I was growing up, like physical touch and stuff like that, and like that was my love language. And like nowadays, in the society we live in, like people like to use people for that type of stuff, and like you don't get genuine affection from others. Like some people just show it to you just for fun, or some. Everybody's different. Like you're not gonna get the same reaction and the same genuineness from everybody, and like so it's hard to find somebody that's willing to give you that genuineness and that sort of love language that you have or any others has. Because not everybody's the same. Everybody's unique in their own way. So
Do you think that love can overcome fear, or do you think fear overpowers love?
yeah, that's a good one. Oh man, in some ways I feel like love can overpower fear, because like if you love something so much to the point where like everything else don't matter, like you have a passion or a drive to do something just because you love it, that would drive out all the fear. I feel like because you feel destined to do it because of that feeling, that burning fire, that love would just drive out that fear, that scared feeling, everything. Like when you're in love with something or you have a very deep passion for something, like that could really drive out fear. I feel like more than anything, like keeping people in my circle that I know will like return that energy. Like people that are there for you, that care for you, and that are just not using you for their own gain. Because there's a lot of people out there like that. It's hard to find
Yeah, yeah.
people that are willing to give you that genuine reflection of that energy you give them. Because a lot of times people just fake it, and like you wouldn't even tell what's real and what's fake, and that's when you just kind of like you drive yourself out of reality and kind of like start to have derealization, and then you probably try to drown that fear and that sadness with like alcohol, drugs, and I feel like people really fall into that hopelessness. Earlier you said like how you could really develop those fears and and develop that love early on, and then when you start to meet people and see how other people are and that they may not be like the people you loved at one point, you kind of like start to notice the diversity between like how others show affection and how others show love and how others care about people. Like it's not all the same. Like everybody will care in a different way and everybody will love in a different way. Now I feel like my biggest fear is like being inadequate, like not
Mm.
being there for people and like not
Not being good enough?
not being good enough more than anything. Like I really struggle with that. Like it's more of like a mental thing more than anything. Like feeling that I won't be loved as much, like even though I show love and like I feel like I never really get it back in return, like I just feel like I will never be able to do enough, you know,
Okay.
like as much as I do. You feel me? I fear being inadequate because I I feel that it mostly dives deep into like the tie of me being like ever being truly like loved, Like I feel like even though I have people there for me, my family and such, like I feel like somebody really appreciating me and my like the qualities that I have and like the things that are negative about me. Like I feel like it won't, because nobody's perfect at the end of the day. But like I just feel, yeah, the probably being inadequate, not being like, not necessarily being liked, but like being appreciated. Like no matter everything you do, just being appreciated more than anything. I have a lot of love and passion for things. Like I feel that I would deserve nonetheless from somebody else. Because like I really love. I have a passion in everything that I do. I make sure that I do everything with all my heart. Because like, I feel like that's the most purest thing that God gave us. Because our brain is gonna make us do whatever. At the end of the day, we can't really control our thoughts and things like that. But like everything out of our heart, that's where everything flows out of. Like our hard work, our effort. Like your heart is where everything flows out of. And it says it in the Bible. Like, and I feel like that's something you really got to guard and protect more than anything, and really appreciate like little things in life, and do everything with passion and love. Cause like, why not? We only live once, and that's the best thank you we could give to God, is having appreciation and love and passion for everything that we do, even if we don't like it. I feel like just still having that thought behind your head, like, man, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it with all my heart. That's that. I feel like that's why I feel like love is important, because I do everything with love. I feel like everybody should like try to, because I feel like that's what Jesus did. That's what he did. He did everything out of love. Because I feel like that's where people get hopeless and get suicidal, because they feel like they're going nowhere. They're at a standstill. Sure, and I feel like people can make you feel that way. People you love, truly, people that you really love, can make you feel that way, even though deep down inside, and others know that you're not that way. But the person that you really love, their feelings matter the most. And so if you feel that they feel that you're inadequate, you're gonna feel that way. I feel like we put these things and these thoughts in our heads. We drown ourselves with these thoughts. Kind of like how we can't, like how you can't breathe from asthma. I feel like you sometimes can't breathe from the thoughts and emotions you put in your head. That you really can't breathe from that sometimes. And I feel like when it's more mental, I feel like that's where you really crumble. Mental health is very important.
Mental health is huge right now, man.
Huge, man. Because when I was younger, I used to be fat. Like I didn't. I was very overweight. I have pictures. I have picture proof everything, bro. Like I used to be very overweight. Like, and then I just, as 7th grade, 8th grade, like I remember like I used to have a friend that I would hang around with all the time, and like the homies, they're the homies because they wouldn't really say shit. They were just kind of there listening to him, because it was funny at the time. I was the fat friend, because when you're the fat friend in the group, you're getting nitpicked and stuff like that. They're flipping your titties, things like that. Like
especially middle school,
dude. Like it really it put an impact on me. Like ever since then, and like 7th grade, I went in 8th grade. I lost a bunch of weight, but then I was like a skinny fat. And like it does, and I always notice, no matter where you are in your life, physically or mentally, people are always gonna hate and talk.
Always haters, man.
It doesn't matter.
Always
it doesn't
haters.
matter if you're fat, skinny, buff, anything, bro. People are
They'll
always
always
gonna
find
have something to
something.
say.
They'll
Everybody
always
will find
find
something to
bro.
say, bro. Exactly. Like if you like it's sad. That's what is the diversity, being different from other people, being unique. You could be like, it's possible to be too unique for somebody. Your energy could pierce their demons.